Hello and welcome back to the David67 Celtic News YouTube channel. Today's video going to be a wee roundup of Celtic news over the last 24 hours, plus some edited highlights of recent Celtic Rangers matches with Celtic goals and positive VAR decisions to show that we do get some positive VAR decisions and ref decisions in the Celtic Rangers matches, plus also one of the VAR referee decisions that went against us. I still can't understand why wasn't given as a penalty. That was the notorious Connor Goldson palming the ball over the bar in what turned out to be a 2-2 draw. I still don't understand why Willie Collin and John Beaton didn't consider that to be a handball penalty kick. However, no sense crying over spilled milk. I'm sure on Saturday we're going to win a non-controversial Celtic Rangers match. Willie Collin and VAR are never going to be mentioned because they never have to get involved, and we have a nice convincing win that powers us towards the title. Now, in terms of news, Celtic have a new head of recruitment, a guy called Mark Cooper. He started out as a scout with a particular expertise for South American market. More recently, he's been working in Major League Soccer and has now come back to Scotland. He's said to be a best mate of Brendan Rodgers and was also previously involved with Celtic in terms of scouting and recruiting Alessandro Bernabei a couple of years ago under Ange Postecoglou. So I'm not very certain that top criteria for becoming head of recruitment at Celtic should be being Brendan Rodgers' mate and having had a hand in the Bernabei transfer. But I am much more willing than to give him his chance, see how he does. He is a player, a scout, head of recruitment. He does come with a good reputation, and let's see how he does. His role is primarily to be looking for international experienced players aged 19 to 23, with a view to bringing them in and improving them and hopefully having them as long-term Celtic players rather than moving them on like we've done with players such as Van Dijk and Jota, to name but two just recently. So I wish him all the success in the world. And talking of players, Celtic are looking at scouting. Celtic are said to be closely interested in both Lennon Miller of Motherwell and David Watson of Kilmarnock. Lennon Miller currently 17, two under-19 Scotland caps, and 18 under-17 caps, two under-16 caps. He's had really one season for Motherwell, which is the current season, 29 games, one goal, three assists, and an average rating of 7.03 out of 10, which is pretty decent. Covers central midfield, defensive midfield, and attacking midfield. And a player I think has got an awful lot of talent. And I think he would be a very good player for Celtic to bring in for $1 million or two, and I think he will potentially turn into a long-term Celtic player and a player who would give Celtic many, many years of good service and potentially complete his career at Celtic. Other player, David Watson, a bit more of a utility player, plays primarily central midfield this season for Kilmarnock, however has played attacking midfield, defensive midfield, right wing, and right fullback and right wing back. So covers quite a long range of different positions, which of course is big use to Celtic. His average rating this season, 6.8 out of 10. He was just voted Young Player of the Year. Really, again, only has one season of experience in football for Kilmarnock. And this season, that's 42 games, 5 goals, 3 assists. Had 13 games for Kilmarnock in the previous couple of years, but without any goals or assists in that time. And so I think both players, very much players Celtic should look at. I think Miller would be definitely a player I would look for Celtic to sign as a player to be initially for the first couple of years a bench player, gaining more and more experience, and I think in a couple of years' time will turn into second Callum McGregor stroke Paul Lambert stroke Neil Lennon stroke Scott Brown, etc., etc., i.e. a top quality player for Celtic. Watson, I think, is interesting given his versatility and the number of roles he can cover, and obviously both being Scottish trained and Scottish and homegrown, both helps with UEFA quotas for next season and onwards. And on a similar topic, Celtic said to be looking at Liam Kelly, the current Motherwell number 1. Celtic would be looking to bring him in as the number 2, whilst we clear out Siegrist and Bain from the backups, and of course Joe Hart retiring as our number 1. Liam Kelly, 1 Scottish international cap, 6 foot tall, so a wee bit wee for a goalkeeper from my liking, and has had a career Motherwell primarily, but also Livingston, Queen's Park Rangers. Did start at Rangers, but never played for them, only appeared on the bench or was in matchday squads. And looking at Liam Kelly's stats for this season, 40 games for Motherwell, 57 goals, conceded 5 clean sheets. So, given the quality of Motherwell's defence, where they are in the table, etc., I think that's perfectly reasonable stats. And over his whole career for all clubs, 270 games, 348 goals, conceded 74 clean sheets. And so I think for me, Kelly would be certainly a good number 2 at Celtic. Scottish as well, Scottish home trained, and so fulfills that UEFA quota for squads. And so I think it would be an interesting signing for Celtic, but we would need a higher quality goalkeeper to be our number 1 in replacing Joe Hart. There are quite a number of people and players being put forward. There does seem to be an increasing interest being expressed by fans and pundits in Angus Gunn of Norwich, although no word as yet of Celtic looking at Gunn as a potential new number 1 for next season. So I just thought now, in preparation for tomorrow's full preview of the Rangers-Celtic match on Saturday, I would pop in recent Celtic goals and 1 or 2 VAR decisions that went in our favour. Plus, as I said, just a reminder of the Connor Goldson handball that wasn't given to us. Just thought it'd be a bit of fun, some good memories, and also a wee bit of positive features that we do occasionally get VAR and ref decisions that go in our favour, which could easily have been seen as being 50-50 in a couple of occasions, such as the foul on Lagerbielke and the foul on Alistair Johnston, both of which led to Rangers goals being disallowed. So just going to pop in that first highlight reel of the fixtures, some of the fixtures over the last couple of years, which are copyright free ordinarily. I've popped in a copyright disclaimer just in case that Sky or the BBC start to get a wee bit precious about their archive footage, and so enjoy the goals from last season and the 3-0 win from the season before. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed those highlights, and it also shows that occasionally we do get VAR in our favour, and it also showed that we have a lot of talent still in our side, primarily Kyogo, but Hatate, McGregor, O'Reilly, etc., etc. And so I think the omens and the fortunes are good for the game on Saturday. And just to supplement the positive news and positive memories of goals and VAR, I'm going to put in again just little extended highlights, goals and VAR for the games so far this season. The 1-0 away win, the 2-1 win at Celtic Park just after Christmas, and the more recent 3-3 victories. So enjoy those, and then we'll have just a wee quick chat to finish things off. Great, so just a few nice memories, a few positive thoughts going into the game at the weekend. Um, Very, very hopeful, positive, optimistic that we're going to get a good result at the weekend. I fancy us to win, and at the very worst, draw. I would be very surprised if we lose the game, given the form, fitness, and confidence Celtic have shown in the last few weeks. Whilst Rangers have had a couple of dodgy games, a wee bit of VAR going in their favour, one or two odd refereeing decisions going in their favour, and they're also, it would appear, struggling with a few injuries. And so lots and lots of factors to discuss tomorrow in tomorrow's video. And so until then, thanks for watching. If you are new to the channel and you've enjoyed this video and the other channel content, do click that subscribe button, getting things pushed up nearer and nearer to 500. Click the like button if you've liked the video, and do feel free to pop comments, pleasant, polite, constructive, etc., into the comment section. So until tomorrow, goodbye and hail, hail.